News. Big breaking news. Word on the street is eBay banning uranium glass? Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Over the Years. It has been a wild week, and it's getting even wilder, okay? My DMs have been blowing up. People have been sending me all types of messages. There is news that we need to talk about, and we're going to talk about that. We do have some orders going out today. Oh, here we go. Orders. So, first order is golf clubs. That set of golf clubs that we picked up at the church sale. Sold those. I can't remember exactly how much they sold for, but I'm going to put it right up there for you guys. I think it was $225. So, set of golf clubs is going out the door. Also, don't forget, go over to Whatnot. Bookmark our upcoming shows. We have 2 glass and ceramic shows. Everything's starting at $1. All of those are up. You can go ahead and bookmark those. There's November 4th and November 11th. We also got some other stuff going out. Sold a hat on Depop. That's going out. It's right up there. Bought that at the thrift store for like $2. I think we're going to get $30 profit on that, so that's pretty good. Ace is down here at my feet right now. Don't forget, Over the Year Sports, my other channel, relaunched. New video is out. More videos to come. Also, if you guys like sports card shows, we'll be on Whatnot with a couple of sports card shows coming up. Ace, you can't eat anymore, bro. You snuck 2 bowls of food, one from your mom and one from me. You cannot eat anymore. I know he wants more food. Also, next thing that sold. We sold the hat. We sold the golf clubs. Oh, the little Navy man. That sold. Sold is up there. Tells you how much it sold for. That's packed. What's the other thing that sold? Ooh, Ainsley Teapot. Ainsley Teapot also going out the door. That sold on eBay. That was a nice one. We picked that up at the thrift store. I think it was like $3.99, something like that. All of these pictures, all of these listings are using AI background, photoroom.com. Use code RIN if you guys want to get started with AI backgrounds and get that discount. Teapot sold. Navy man sold. Depop hat sold. Golf clubs sold. We also sold a bunch of the little peoples that we got at the first church sale that we went to. So those are going out the door also. That's everything that's going out the door tomorrow. We are going to the Chantilly Sports Card Show tomorrow. I'm excited about that. Also, news. Big breaking news. Word on the street is eBay banning uranium glass? Let's talk about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the Let's Talk About It lab. I think I'm going to start calling the studio the Let's Talk About It lab. So don't forget, if you guys aren't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up. We are going to be talking about the news that is slowly making its way around the world of reselling on eBay. And so a lot of people sent me messages. Shout out to everybody that sent me a DM on Instagram. Some people reached out on YouTube as well. So for those of you that haven't heard, there are some rumors going around right now that eBay is banning the sale of uranium glass. Now, obviously, people reached out to me because they know that, like, you know, I sell a ton of uranium glass. Like, that's one of the things that, like, you know, one of my big my big subgenres of selling antiques and vintage glass. So I, you know, from doing my YouTube shows and now the Whatnot shows, for those of you that don't know, Show the Glow is a big thing with us. So uranium glass, Vaseline glass, the rumor is swirling. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to just kind of touch base on the background of the rumor, where it is originally coming from. Then I'm gonna kind of touch base on what I think is a situation and what is going to be happening moving forward. So basically, Tekken Sports, I believe this is where this originated from. Pretty sure. So Tekken Sports had a Instagram story. I gotta put it up on the screen, but I'm also gonna, I'm blind, so I gotta read it right here in front of my face. So basically, it looks like a screenshot that was from somebody else who sent it to Tekken Sports. Okay. So the original screenshot, it looks like it's from a combination of the eBay post, the eBay, like, so basically somebody got their listing removed. And so it looks like it's that clipped with a message in another Uranium Glass Facebook group is what it looks like to me. So the message from the Facebook group says, does anybody else here post on eBay? All of my items just got taken off, and so I called eBay, and they said they are completely banning the sale of Uranium Glass. Furthermore, does anybody do good on any other sites? Because I guess I'm going to have to completely leave eBay. So obviously there's a lot to take in just from that message by itself. Okay, so now it says that they got all of their items taken down, and they said they called eBay and they said they're completely banning the sale of Uranium Glass. So like, if let's say that this is true, you would think that off of the sheer amount of volume of items of Uranium Glass, cadmium glass, manganese glass, vaseline glass, all of these types of glasses that are UV reactive, or a word that is, I believe, might be the root of all of this, is radioactive. Okay, so let's say that is in fact true. That is a massive blow to a market. Let me just pull up really fast. Let's go ahead and pull up eBay. All right. And we're going to just search Uranium Glass. Okay. There are currently 17,000 plus listings of Uranium Glass, just the phrase Uranium Glass, all on eBay right now. 17,000 plus. All right. So now some of this next search might be, some double listings. Okay. Let's just look up Vaseline glass. Okay. Once again, 17,000 plus listings under Vaseline glass. Let's just put down UV reactive. Okay. UV reactive, you're looking at 9,800 plus. All right. Let's type in the word radioactive. There are currently 20,000 plus items listed using the word radioactive. All right. So now I'm kind of like thinking to myself, like, okay, if something like this were to happen, let's just say eBay decided to ban the sale of Uranium Glass on their platform, I would imagine that would be something that they would make an announcement about, or send out a listing, or send out an email, not just randomly select somebody to take down all their listings and ban them. We have absolutely no background story of this person. We don't know if they have any previous strikes on eBay. We don't know what the actual listings was, what they were using in their title, the description, everything. We know there's a lot going on right now with eBay as far as the AI goes, with people getting veros and people getting, counterfeit claims and so forth. And I have my own idea as to why that's happening to a lot of people also. And that's going to kind of tie into what I think about this. So then we go into what the actual eBay part here on this photo says. It says, your account has been restricted because activity on it didn't follow our hazardous materials policy. Most hazardous materials are prohibited on eBay. Okay, so once again, we still don't know what the actual listing was. Like maybe they had a lot of uranium glass up and they had something else up that was violating this quote unquote policy, and that kind of triggered everything. Okay. So then it says, what activity didn't follow the policy? You listed an item that produces or may produce ionizing radiation. In other words, radiation that can cause harm to living creatures. We appreciate that you choose to utilize our site, but we must ask that you please not relist in this case. And then it says what to do next. And then it just says the easiest way to avoid this in the future is to ensure that your current and future listings follow. And then it's cut off in the picture. So once again, obviously, uranium glass does not emit enough uranium to be harmful. And this is, I'm pretty sure, a scientific fact, but I could be mistaken. But I'm pretty sure that's the truth. I mean, there's radiation in granite countertops. There's radiation in bananas. When I used to do interior design and I sold countertops, I used to have people all the time like, well, I'm concerned about the radiation from the granite. And then I've had people come in with Geigers and going up to the slabs of granite. And I used to tell people, it's like the line I had, perfect response for everything. I used to tell people, I said, well, listen, there's about as much radiation coming out of this slab of granite as there is a banana. So, like, obviously, this is all speculation at this point because I have not found anything else to verify that this is the case. And want to make sure I'm being clear. I'm not trying to say that this is not the case or that this is the case. I'm just trying to provide a little, in my personal feelings, beliefs, and insights on this. Now, obviously, I have uranium glass listed. I have not had anything taken down. We're going to knock on wood, obviously. Okay, so now let's get back into the screenshot here. First of all, if somebody sends me this screenshot, I am not going to take this screenshot and run it in my Instagram story, especially if I have 20,000 plus followers or whatever, however many followers Tekken Sports has. Because at that point in time, like, all you have is this screenshot. You don't provide any other background information. So for me, it's like, I for those of you that don't know, I studied journalism in school, and obviously the whole world of journalism and citing sources and having credible information has gone completely out the window because now people can just report anything any way that they want because of social media, and it's absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. Now obviously I might sound like an old school get off my lawn sort of guy, but I come from the school of thought when it comes to journalism, when it comes to releasing any sort of information, to be able to cite sources, reasonable sources, credible sources, and have some sort of background information. So Tekken Sports proceeds to put this screenshot out on his Instagram story with this information that he added to it. Got this message from somebody. If you have uranium glass, remove it from eBay. Okay, so right then and there, he's just, I mean, like, I'm not going to go and just take down all of my uranium glass on listings because he said so. And then it says, eBay got so if you have uranium glass, remove it from eBay. eBay got a big fine from the government last week for hazardous material and looks like they are tightening up. Okay, so now he's using that screenshot to try and link it to that quote of information that they got a big fine from the government last week of hazardous material. And he's trying to insinuate because of that and this screenshot that they are banning the sale of uranium glass on eBay. Okay, so now I'm going to go first. Let's go to Google really quick and let's see eBay government fine. Okay. Okay, so there is an article obviously here, okay? It says eBay faces up to $2 billion in fines over selling rolling coal devices. Okay, eBay may have to cough up as much as $2 billion. Is accused of letting more than 343,000 aftermarket rolling coal devices. So these are like car parts. eBay sold the products between November of 2015 and January of 2023, with each device that was sold subject to a $5,580 fine. Okay. Once again, this has absolutely nothing to do with uranium glass. And then it says that eBay released a statement. We are committed to preventing the unlawful sale and distribution of emissions-defeating devices and dangerous chemicals that, if used improperly, can lead to dire consequences for individuals and communities. Maybe you could tie uranium glass to that, but even then, that's an absolutely insane stretch. Okay, eBay called the government's unprecedented and vowed to defend itself. Okay, it says the company, this is in regards to eBay, is already blocking and removing more than 99.9% of the listings for the products cited by the DOJ, including millions of listings each year, the online retailer said in a statement. And then it says eBay has partnered closely with law enforcement, including the DOJ, for over 2 decades, identifying emerging risk and assisting with the prevention and enforcement. And that's it. So absolutely nothing in regards to uranium glass. Maybe some loose tied to uranium glass in some of those statements, or things of that nature. Then I was also chatting with some people earlier today in regards to this situation, and somebody else sent me a similar link to a different story. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. Let's see if we can find that. Here we go. This one is from www.justice.gov. And this story is actually from late September, so September 27th, a couple of weeks ago. This was a complaint that was filed. Once again, this is in regards to the violation of the Clean Air Act. So this is the same thing, 343,000 aftermarket defeat devices, going back to that coal rolling, car parts that are kind of having this sort of situation. So once again, absolutely nothing directly correlating the banning of uranium glass. So for me, it's just kind of like, I understand you. I'm not trying to, this is in no regards any way trying to, say anything bad about tech and sports. Whoever would have posted this, I would have said the same thing. I just think that it's our responsibility, if we're going to try and help resellers, okay, it's our responsibility to be more direct with the information that we're going to put out. So, doing a little bit of research, like the research I just did, asking some questions before putting out this information, because to me, it's like fear mongering, basically. Like, what are we? It's like there are a lot of people that sell uranium glass. There's nothing here that directly correlates the eBay lawsuit, the eBay fine, to uranium glass. Okay, this person who had posted this original message on some sort of, it appears to be a Facebook uranium glass group, they didn't provide any information as to what their listings were. So, like, there's so many holes in this story that it seems irresponsible to me to go out here and tell people that uranium glass is getting banned from eBay. Now, could all of this be true? Absolutely. Do I think that it is true? And do I think that they're going to start dropping the hammer and they're going to ban everybody for selling uranium glass? No, I don't. That's my personal opinion, obviously. Don't you take with this information and do as you think is best for you. I don't want to tell you that it is getting banned. I don't want to tell you that it's not getting banned. I'm just providing you with a little bit more information so before people start losing their minds about selling uranium glass online, okay? That's what I'm doing here. Now, for me, I will say that there is a possibility that these items did get taken down for the reasons that they have specified, obviously, about the hazardous material. Now, it is possible that the word radioactive can be triggering. I'm sure maybe uranium glass could be triggering. if we get to that point, maybe we have to use UV reactive to describe uranium glass. If that is what it comes down to, obviously that is a possibility. I personally, based on this information, if I were to change anything, I don't use this in my listings, but I'm sure there are a lot of people that might. I would refrain from using the word radioactive in any sort of glowing glass items that you're going to list on eBay. Now, this kind of goes back into why some people were complaining about, oh, my listings are getting taken down for counterfeit. They're not counterfeit. A lot of that is because maybe the people are posting taking a hat and it has a Ford patch on it, but when they're making their listing in the brand, they're putting Ford, when in fact the actual hat is not a Ford brand hat. The hat is made by somebody else, but it has Ford on it, John Deere. We've seen this in multiple situations. Commonwealth Picker talked about it with his Harley Davidson vest. You have to be very careful when you're doing your listings, making sure that your titles and your description and your brands and your item specifics are all making sense. Sometimes we do listings fast and we just, we don't double check. We do sell similars and so forth. So this kind of, just to wrap this all up, if I were you, I would just take extra steps when doing your listings right now, especially in the fourth quarter, because none of us want to have a suspension during the fourth quarter when we rely on this as full-time resellers as a pivotal, I can never say that word right, pivotal time of the year for resellers. So as of right now, that's all the information that I have in regards to this rumor of eBay banning the sale of uranium glass. So hopefully this provides a little bit of insight and doesn't freak everybody out. We just, proceed with caution, okay? But as far as I know, this is the most information that I have. If more information comes out between now and whenever, I will make sure to do a follow-up to, keep providing information. But after I do some fact checking, after I do some source citing, I just, for me, it's like this happens so much in the world of reselling, where it's like the telephone game. One person says something and then that person says another thing. And then by the time it gets to the 100th person, the sky is falling. Okay. So let's just pump the brakes. All right. And relax and, proceed with caution. Just keep your eyes open and we'll see if anything else comes of this story. But as of right now, me personally, I'm not taking it. It's not that I'm not taking it serious. I want to make sure I phrase this properly. But I am not freaking out. I am not going to be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Obviously, if eBay does ban uranium glass, it's not the end of the world. I can still sell on Etsy. I still sell on Etsy, Mercari, and of course, Whatnot. So make sure you guys are coming to our Whatnot auction. November 4th and November 11th. Everything starts at $1. So hopefully this video provided some sort of level of comfort for those of us who might have been freaking out about the possibility of eBay banning the sale of uranium glass. Also, don't forget, Over the Years Sports has relaunched. We got a new video out. You guys want to check out that channel and support. It means a lot to us, as always. Weekend's coming up. We got some stuff in the pipelines. Hopefully, speaking of uranium glass, hopefully we will be buying some uranium glass Saturday morning. We'll go see a friend of mine who's having a yard sale, and usually he lets me pick some of his private stash of uranium and Vaseline glass. But for now, everybody enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you may be, whatever time it may be. We always appreciate all the love and all the support. And as always, YouTube, stay classy. Peace.